Hello Earth Tribe. Thank you for joining me for another video today. We got a good one for you. But before we get into anything, I just want to welcome you to my studio space. I'm going to be working on it over the coming weeks, months, etc., etc. This will be kind of the headquarters for Earth Tribe. And so I apologize if it's kind of fresh and new. You know, I started working on this cool little painting. Probably going to work on it a little bit more, but we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. And I just want to ask you guys if you like the channel and everything, and if you like the videos, I would ask you very humbly to like and subscribe and share if you can. I really want to spread the message. This is something I'm very passionate about. I feel like I got some good words to help some people out. So if you could help me spread the love, it'll be much appreciated. All right. Now let's get into today's topic right away. You are amazing is the topic of the day. You are a unique bundle of awesomeness that just dropped into this universe from this universe as a gift to this planet. That's right. All of us are little gifts to this earth with our own unique expressions, abilities, etc., etc. Now, we don't think this. Most of us don't think this. We live in a paradigm that just fills us with limiting thoughts about ourselves. We have thoughts like that we are not enough, we don't have enough, we don't do enough, which later in the video I'll touch on a mantra to help undo that. But I'll tell you from personal experience, as a young person, I never tried music because I never thought I would be good at it. I went a visual art route, and I pursued a degree in illustration and got it. So I've always been a good, visual artist, but I never gave myself the chance to be a musical artist because, like I said, I never thought I would be good enough. And eventually there came a point in my life where I was going through a lot of things, and it was a very difficult period, and music became a catharsis. And when I started sharing my songs with people, I got really positive feedback. So I was really doing myself a disservice by not starting sooner. Now, it's just, of course, I'm getting better as I practice, so I wasn't very good when I started. I improved, and I will continue to improve, and I have a lot inside that wants to come out. And when I was going through this hard period, it was bursting through the door, so it's hard to believe now that I was holding such an important part of my nature back for so long, for like 20 years. That's a scary thought. Like, to me now, it's like a gift I could give to the world. And before, it was, don't do it because no one's going to like it. So where do these limiting thoughts come from? Well, some, come from peers like friends. Some come from elders like parents. Most of the time, they're well-intentioned. They're just looking out for our safety and our well-being. Don't try this. It's a dead end, But I'll tell you right now, failure is okay. Failure is perfectly okay. There's this beautiful design system in the universe that's 99% failure, and the most perfect design system ever. It created this human body, which is the most intricate thing you can imagine. And I'll have another video on the whole concept of failure and how we've demonized one of the greatest tools in our arsenal. But also I want to kind of point a finger a little bit at a lot of the modern school systems. Basically, I really don't like the concept that we take kids that are so young and impressionable, ages of 7, and we start grading them. We start comparing them. Now, I know now everybody learns at a different rate. Everybody grows at a different rate. That's part of our uniqueness. And we should build a society that embraces that, that allows us to be ourselves and learn about the things we're interested in and curious about at the time that we're interested in and curious about them, right? I think this would be way more conducive. Furthermore, we could take the grading system out, because if we're following and pursuing knowledge in something we're interested in, we're probably going to excel. That's just how it works. We all go down rabbit holes and we absorb insane amounts of knowledge about things that we're very curious about as adults, and we could spew them out. I mean, I can think of all my guy friends and female friends who are sports fans who could just spit out statistics, and random sports trivia. So if you're interested in it, you're probably going to excel at it. So we wouldn't need the grades at that point. And this would take away that concept that we need to compare ourselves to each other, which is something very, very detrimental that we do. And this idea of comparing ourselves to each other leads us to try to emulate each other. We see somebody who has excelled at something and we try to be like them. I guarantee you, the universe didn't put you here to be like anybody else but yourself. I like to say, and I drive Lyft a lot as like a side hustle. But I like to tell my passengers, the universe didn't put an eagle here to be a duck. It didn't. Why would it? That would be silly. The universe put you here to be you, just as the universe put the eagle here to be an eagle. Period. All right. Now, with that in mind, what is being you? Now, that's the journey. That's the journey that these beliefs hold us back from. We're afraid to embrace things inside of us, and some of our greatest tools have been turned against us. I'll give you an example. As an artist, it's hard to let go of a painting. You hear me talking that I want to keep working on this one. Part of me wants to say it's finished. But as an artist, we do really struggle with letting go of our work, because we could nitpick it to death, really. And I talk to a lot of artists, and it seems to be a fairly common phenomenon. And what has happened is our artistic eye for detail has been turned against us. And we become overly perfectionistic, right? Like, we just want to keep working on something because we refuse to believe that it's good enough, right? So we're like, what else can we change to make it better? It's truly a shame, because I have experiences where I'll work on a painting for 3 hours and it'll look amazing, and then I'll work on it for another 9 hours and barely anything changes. I'll go back and forth between little color shifts in this area, add line work here, and details here that no one's going to notice or care about. The overall expression is done, So how do we reprogram ourselves? How do we move into our more authentic selves? Well, as I said in our first video, this channel is a battlegrounds where we will kill the ideas that hold us back. And right now, the first and most important idea that holds us back is the limiting beliefs that prevent us from doing things. Right? That's enemy number one, it looks like. I think is a logical conclusion, right? So the way I combat these ideas, I think you need to have self-love practices. Personally, I love exercise. I do yoga daily. I highly recommend Yoga with Adriene if you want to have a solid at-home yoga practice. Just give it a shot. Uh, it provides great clarity, and it kind of rinses out the brain and empties it, and it allows for new positive thoughts to be entered. And yoga with Adriene, she has this way of, like, you'll be in a certain position and you'll be breathing, and then she'll just drop a little thought that would be so innocuous in any other circumstance, but it becomes profound because of the state of mind you're in. Another practice I want to talk about is meditation. Now, meditation to me, is very important because, and there's numerous benefits. The ability to disassociate from negative thoughts that create negative emotions is incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. If you could really just choose to be happy, kind of, when you have a good meditation practice. A negative thought about, oh, this guy just cut me off, will come in, and you'll say, oh, look at that thought go by. And then you won't get mad, right? Because it's just a thought. And you've exercised that muscle to disassociate. Now, a specific kind of meditation I like is mantra meditation. So what mantra meditation is taking a set of words or a phrase and repeating it to yourself as these thoughts come in. And the thoughts will come in, but then you just give yourself grace and return to the mantra. The one mantra I want to share with you today that is very applicable, and I mentioned this earlier in the video, to combat the thought of, I am not enough, I don't have enough, I'm not doing enough. I love the mantra, I am enough, I have enough, I am doing enough. Now, imagine this. When you say, I am doing enough, the reason this is powerful, even if someone could prove to you that's not the truth, you take the pressure off of yourself. Because the thought, I am not doing enough, doesn't serve you at all. It doesn't help you do more. It doesn't motivate you to do more. It just makes you feel crummy about yourself. So when you say, I am doing enough, you now give yourself permission to relax. And in a relaxed state, your true humanity could come out, and you will find yourself perhaps doing more. And that's the whole goal. So yeah, I am enough, I have enough, I am doing enough. Now, kind of want to wrap a little bow on this. If you've ever met truly amazing people who just seem to be artistic in multiple ways, they do multiple things, they have careers, they have families, they do music on the side, they're part owners in a dojo or something, and you're like, how do they do that? I believe that is something we are all capable of. We just limit ourselves with these thoughts. We are all capable of like, I don't believe in this paradigm where we're pigeonholed and boxed into doing one thing and being one thing. We are truly incredible creatures that have, I like to say, we can express our love, our humanity in a multitude of ways. It's just part of being human. We have very long lifespans. We have an incredible tenacity for practicing things we're passionate about so we could grow, we can improve. And when we're passionate, it'll feel like nothing at all. And one day we just wake up and we're good at something. So I urge you to begin the journey and give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Give yourself patience and time. Don't think that you need to kill these limiting thoughts in one day. But I encourage you to begin the journey of unlimiting yourself and becoming limitless. Because that's what we are as humans. We're kind of limitless. Now, with that, I would like to thank you all again for joining me. It is my genuine pleasure, honor to be making these videos. This feels and to have an audience is just a beautiful thing. So thank you all of you who are watching these videos. I really appreciate you. I love all you Earth Tribers. I love all people. We're all in this together, really. And with that, I bid you a beautiful day, beautiful night, beautiful morning, wherever you are. I hope you have a good one. And I hope you take care. We'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.